I'm John Law, this is Chasing Cars, and this is the BYD Sea Lion 8. It's a new, large, 3-row, 7-seat SUV from the brand that's going to start from around 55 grand before on-road costs when it arrives in the first quarter of next year. And of course, it's a plug-in hybrid, which means it has 1200 Ks or thereabouts of combined range thanks to a rather large battery, DC fast charging, and with this twin motor system we have in the first ever DMP to come to Australia, that's dual motor powerful, this has 400 kilowatts. That's some serious business. And with that much power, a rather handsome exterior, and a rather sharp price, this thing has the potential to strike fear into the established 7-seat family SUV markets. Rivals like the Toyota Kluger, Hyundai Santa Fe, Mazda CX-80, and even newcomers like the MG QS. Today, I'm going to give you a whistle-stop tour because we've got this car for about 45 minutes among all the other BYD products that are launching this year. So let's get into it, jump inside, check out the back seat, the boot, and take it for a spin on the ride and handling circuit at ex-Holden Proving Ground of Lang Lang here in Australia. Hit subscribe, leave your comments, let's go. Chasing Cars, honest reviews of your next car. Brought to you by Budget Direct. If you're a regular Chasing Cars viewer or subscriber, you may have caught our Sea Lion 7 video where I was quite effusive in my praise of the build quality of that car. The Sea Lion 8 continues that theme with a really nice thunk to when the door closes, quality feeling door handles, and you get in and there's all this soft touch material all around you. It's a pre-production car, so some of the lines don't quite match up, but still looks really slick in here. Definitely a little bit more user-friendly than some full electric cars and some plug-in hybrids. Not everything's buried in the touchscreen. We've got a row of switches here, including drive mode and scroll wheel for volume, really handsomely designed steering wheel, digital driver's display, and of course this big touchscreen, which is such a signature in BYD. Now BYD is pushing hard for connected services in all its cars, so this car has free software over-the-air updates for the life of the vehicle, and you've got 2 gigabytes of data to play with for the first 2 years for things like live Google Maps, which is installed on this car. The screen is snappy and looks really, really good, and of course you can rotate it if you want to. Storage looks good, single wireless charging pad with ventilation, USB chargers, really nice deep center bin, good pockets in the middle here for your cup holders, and good door bins. Really rather good. It's so spacious and airy in the back here. Of course, it's over 5 meters long, so you would expect that. We've got a 2-3-2 setup in this car. I'm not sure if there's going to be a 6-seat model coming in the future, but it seems like 7-seat only to start with. Huge panoramic glass roof. I've still got really good headroom, good knee room behind my driving position. This seat is also on sliders, so I can go all the way back there for max comfort, and I can adjust the backrest too. Plus, like the front seats, you've got this lovely, I believe it's Nappa leather, but it may just be regular high-grade leather. Feels really comfortable and soft to the hands, fold-down armrest. Again, there's a real quality feeling to this car. Plus, you get things like heating and ventilation for the outboard seats, the same as you get for the fronts. So you're certainly not a second-class passenger in the second row. It's got all of the things you could want. You've even got massage function in the back here. So all of those things, really good. And depending on the price of this top spec, which is going to be called the Premium, I think other manufacturers are going to be a little scared of this thing. The Sea Lion 8's boot is predictably really big, 270 litres with all 3 rows in place, and that expands to 960 when you fold the 3rd row, which is pretty easy to do with these nice chunky handles that have a little spot to sit that's magnetic. Now I did sit in the 3rd row and it is spacious, but I did also uncover a slight issue, and that is only the left side of this car has a tumble forward. But I will say at least it's the left side, which is the single 40 split rather than the 60 split, which should mean it's pretty easy to get into from the curbside in Australia. The rest of the finishing back here is really good. You've got the subwoofer for the multi-speaker sound system that I haven't had a chance to test out yet. So yeah, all shaping up pretty good. I'll shut the tailgate, powered of course, and we'll discuss a little bit of design while we're back here. You can see it's the DMP, so the high spec model. Don't know pricing yet. I'm thinking 65 grand for the top spec. I could be wrong. But yeah, what a handsome car actually. There's a little bit of Skoda Enyaq to the shapes, and although there's a sort of organic shaping, especially back here to the wheel arches, there's also a boxiness that offsets that really nicely. So I think it's a handsome vehicle, but I'd love to hear your comments. And now it's time to take it for a spin. Righto, so we're here at Lang Lang, first quick experience of the Sea Lion 8. On paper figures, 400 kilowatts and 668 Newton meters from a pair of electric motors and a 1.5 turbo petrol engine. That means it should get to 100 k's an hour in 4.9 seconds. Now I don't have timing equipment, and for some reason the drive mode selector won't work in this car, but I say we try it anyway. So, standing start, ready, mash the gas, off we go. A little slow out of the mark, and then whoosh, there we go. In comes the petrol engine, and that's 100. So I think that's pretty quick, plenty quick for a family SUV. And now we're going to go around the ride and handling course and see how it goes around some corners. We're told there's a little bit of Australian influence in some of the aspects of this car, ride and handling and some steering. Steering's still quite light and vague. Let's give it some gas out of there. You can feel the rear wheels coming through. Relatively balanced. A little bit of understeer through that high-speed corner. We are going pretty quick. I love this circuit. It's a really good cheat sheet to a car's dynamics. It has DESUS C dampers, apparently, which I'm told are constantly adaptive and also have different modes. But as I said, I can't get the mode button to work in this car, so we're just going to have to go as it is. Across the tram tracks, across some more tram tracks. Yeah, it's pretty good. Certainly feels relatively compliant, nice and quiet over the bumps, pretty good at being arrested when you go over the big hits, and predictable. I think the steering definitely has a little bit more clarity than the system fitted to the Sea Lion 6, the smaller 5-seat SUV that's been on sale for a little while, and I think that's a really good thing. I think that's worked from some feedback. So let's challenge this car a little bit. We'll go across onto the rough road here at Lang Lang. Bum, ba, bum. Giveaway sign, no one coming. Now this should be an interesting test. Build quality seems to stand up pretty well. I can hear a little bit of rattling around from the back seat, but I think that's just our kit that we've got in this car. So what are we doing? 85 k's an hour on a classic Australian country road. A little bit of harmonic test. Yeah, stays nice and flat. It's not amazing, it's not next level good damping, but I think it's certainly adequate for this company and this level of pricing that it should achieve. Does it feel like a 400 kilowatt SUV, something like you'd find in, I don't know, a twin turbo V8 performance car? Remember, those numbers match up with something like an Audi SQ7, actually slightly higher than that car. I don't think so. The rolling acceleration isn't quite as quick, but that's, well, it's good there. It's the nature of these multi-system powertrains that they're sometimes just a little bit interesting, don't always give you exactly what you want. But throttle calibration seems good. There's none of that horrible run-on, or a lot less of it at least than you used to get in the Sea Lion 6, and you'll know from the Shark 6. Yeah, on the whole, pretty decent first attempt, this thing. Tip it in there. ESC working away nice and proactively. I'm gently impressed. So, a conclusion while we're driving this car then. What do we think of it? Well, I think it's an interesting competitor in the market segment. That MG QS came out and I must say it had really, really good ride and handling. Something that this car maybe doesn't quite get to the same heights of, but that gearbox, tune and powertrain just felt a little bit lackluster. This car feels comparatively really modern. Something like 1 litre per 100 Ks when the battery's charged, and when the charge level falls, you're still going to get 5 litres per 100 or slightly worse than that according to NEDC cycles. So that's really impressive. Space seems to be good, level of quality seems to be good, certainly a cut above what you might find in some other brands for this price. So I'm hopeful for this car. Can't wait to get it on proper Australian roads outside of Lang Lang, although this is a good first test, and see how it holds up. Plus, what it lines up like against rivals. Let me know your thoughts and comments on this car. As always, thank you very much for watching this video, and make sure to hit subscribe to Chasing Cars if you haven't done so already.